Hi everyone, it's Kamila. I hope you're all having a great day. If you're new here on the channel, we mostly do speed builds, and today we are building a modern house, which is something that I really wanted to do this week, and it was what I felt like building basically. So that's what we are doing this week. And as I explained in my last video, it's not a style that I'm super comfortable with, and I really want to improve because it's probably one of my favorite styles, especially in real life. I think huge modern houses are beautiful and I really want to do some. A modern mansion was something that I wanted to do for super long, so maybe I will get the courage and the time to do that soon. I don't really know. For now, I did some houses, I would say. They're not that big. I wouldn't call them mansion necessarily. And I also started a penthouse, but I will probably do a mansion in the future while using an inspiration picture from Pinterest, and I can't wait to do that too. But yeah, when I started my channel last year, I was doing a lot of different builds, and since I just started, I was able to try new things very often, and I didn't have that many videos, so it just makes sense. But now that I did a lot of videos, I have more than 100 on my channel, sorry. It's a bit more difficult to try new ideas that are very different. So I would say that I was doing builds that I already did in the past, but a bit differently. And since modern is a style that I'm not doing very often, it's something that I'm very happy to do right now and that I'm having a lot of fun doing. It's always nice to try new things and to get out of your comfort zone a little. Otherwise, it gets a little bit boring. And honestly, I'm super proud of this build. It's been a pretty long time since I was this proud of a build that I did. To be honest, I know I talked about it in some previous videos. I was talking about the fact that I wasn't super inspired, or motivated, and my builds were suffering from it a little. I liked them, but I wasn't super proud of them, and I'm very happy to finally do some things that I really like and that I'm excited to show you guys. I truly hope you will like this build as much as I do, because yeah, I was super excited when I was doing it. I showed it to my boyfriend and my friend Carrie, and I was super happy. So it would mean a lot to know your opinions on this build, of course, and it's always nice to read your comments. I respond to everyone, and it's definitely one of my favorite parts of YouTube, to answer all the comments from you lovely people. So yeah, in the past few weeks I was a bit discouraged with my channel because I wasn't as proud of what I was putting out there. I was more into Instagram, I would say, and I liked what I was doing there a bit better because I was trying new things and it was easier to try new things than on videos, I would say. So hopefully that will make sense to you and you will understand what I mean. But it's always easier to have motivation when you feel like you're doing something that is good. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say about the build at the beginning. And for this build, I had an inspiration picture for the back, so the first part of the build that we did. And I pretty much almost copied the picture in the sense that I reproduced the same build. There are some elements that aren't exactly the same though. For example, the roofing, I pretty much improvised for the roof so it would work with the front that I wanted to do. And there are some furniture that are a bit different. So you will probably see the picture. I will try to put it on the screen, but there was some seating areas and a pool and some stuff like that. I think there was a barbecue too, but I added a bigger dining area and a bar. That wasn't there, if I'm not mistaken, at the beginning. I also added a fire pit and a jacuzzi. I felt like it was important things to have for such a luxurious home, if that makes sense, and I liked it. a bit better with all those elements. For the front, I improvised a lot. I didn't really know where I was going, and it's when I was doing this part of the build that I decided to add a little bit of brown instead of making it only black, white, and gray. And I'm very happy that I decided to try the eco lifestyle wallpaper, the wooden one. It's probably one of my favorite ones in game. It looks very good and it fits in a lot of different styles in my opinion. It could fit in a cottage, but it also fits very well in modern builds, I think. And so I went back and added some of this wallpaper at the back too, so it would be a bit more cohesive. And I'm very happy with the result overall. As I said at the beginning, modern isn't the style that I'm the most comfortable with. So at first I didn't know if I was going to like the front as much as I did for the back, because for the back I had a picture and it was a bit easier, but in the end I'm in love with the front too, and I really like how it looks. I checked some inspiration pictures on Pinterest at the same time, but for the front I didn't copy anything. I just kind of mixed a few different pictures, I would say, and just made my own idea with it. The interior style and color scheme are pretty much the same as the exterior. I wanted it to fit basically. So we have a modern style, but I would say it's not 100% modern. For example, the flooring is brown and it has kind of a beachy, jungly vibe in my opinion. It's from Island Living and I don't think it's 100% modern, so that makes me think the whole interior isn't as modern as the exterior, but that's kind of the vibe that I wanted to give it. I didn't want it to be cold and I felt like it just looked better that way, and of course I wanted to do something a bit different than last week. If you didn't see my build from last week and you like modern builds, definitely check it out. It's in Sulani and it has a gorgeous view of the ocean. It's in this same style, but it's not that similar, so maybe it will interest you. And for the interior, I went with some beige, brown, and of course black and white. The colors aren't too cold, which is something that I really like. It's a bit more warm, and I used the same eco lifestyle wallpaper than at the exterior or on the exterior. I'm not sure how to say that, but hopefully you will get what I mean. I felt like it was a good idea to use it again for the interior, and then I based the vibe of the interior around this wallpaper, if that makes sense, and that's why I used some beige, because there are some touches of beige in this wallpaper. So I felt like it was a good idea. And this house is pretty big. It doesn't seem that big, but I was able to include 4 pretty big bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. So that's a lot of things. For the first floor, when you enter, you will have a very big entry and you will be able to go in the kitchen at the left, and you will also have the dining room there. And if you go at the right, you will have the living room. And when you enter the living room, you will be able to go in one of the 4 bathrooms, and this one is for everyone, and it also has a laundry room included in it. And the last thing we have on the first floor is the master bedroom with the master bathroom. So that's pretty cool. And when you climb up the stairs, you will have the 3 bedrooms for the kids. The oldest has her own bathroom and she has access to 2 balconies, but I imagine that she would probably share them with her siblings and her parents too. So I think they would probably be a very close family. And the 2 other youngest siblings have a bathroom that they can share together. And I think that's pretty much it for the second floor. There are only some bedrooms and bathrooms there, along with some balconies. I think you will like the bedrooms. They're pretty big, and I included a lot of things in the youngest siblings' bedrooms. By the way, this build will be in my save file, and I will talk a little about the family a little bit later in the video, and you will be able to see in the description and in the title where this build is going in my save file. So in the title, I will only put the world where it's going. For the video, I built it in Oasis Springs, but I'm not 100% sure that it will go there. It could go in Newcrest, and if it does, I will change the landscaping a little before uploading the build on the gallery, or I would upload 2 different versions. I'm not really sure yet. And in the description, you will be able to see the specific lot. I will put the name and the lot size and everything, so it will be easy for you to know where it's going in my save file. And yeah, I hope it will be clear for you, and if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments. But of course, don't forget to check out the description first, in case I already put the answer there. I also wanted to say that there are some things I didn't include in the speed build. So for example, since there are 4 bathrooms and they're pretty much the same, I used the same furniture, the same wallpapers and everything for all the bathrooms. I only included 2 in the video, and I didn't include the laundry room either, if I'm not mistaken. You probably noticed that I didn't furnish the balconies on cam. I didn't even furnish them yet, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm going to wait until I took all the screenshots and the thumbnail, because sometimes when it's too busy looking, it doesn't look really good, so I don't want to have too much furniture on the balconies. So I will wait a little to do that. Don't worry, when it's uploaded on the gallery, you will have probably some seating areas, maybe a jacuzzi again, something like that. And the last thing that I didn't put in the speed build is a part of the front, because it took me a while to figure it out, as I said, and I didn't want the video to be too long, so there's a part of it I didn't record, but it's not that bad, and I think you probably understood well what I did, so I hope you won't mind. And for the family living here, I'm not 100% sure of what I want exactly, but I have a few ideas. So there are going to be 2 parents and 3 kids, as I said at the beginning. So the oldest one will be a daughter, and I think she won't really know what she wants to do later in life, so she doesn't really have any specific things in her bedroom. I put a console and a computer in her bedroom, so maybe she likes video games, but other than that, I'm not really sure. I will have to see and choose an aspiration for her. Then the child after, maybe it will be her twin, I'm not sure yet. So I've been saying that she would be the oldest, but I'm not sure it will be the case. Maybe they will be twins, and the second one will be a boy probably, and he will be really into makeup and fashion, because I put a lot of those things in his bedroom, and he would probably have a YouTube channel where he discusses those topics, because I put a video station in his bedroom, the one that came with Get Famous. So he has the only bedroom where there's no actual computer, but I feel like he could probably borrow the one of his sisters probably, so I felt like it wasn't too bad. But if you want to add one, there's probably enough space for that. Maybe you can remove something in his bedroom. So that's what I imagined for the second child, probably a guy really into fashion and makeup, and it would probably be his passion. I felt like it was a very cute idea. And for the third kid, I imagined a girl, and I gave her a lot of toys, but for her life later on and what she wants to do, I don't really know, because she will be pretty young. And yeah, that's it for the family living here. I didn't include anything for animals this time. I feel like a lot of the families I'm doing have animals, and I wanted to do something a bit different for my save file this time. And as I said, there's a computer in every bedroom, and that's pretty much it for everything that the build includes. I hope you will like it. Oh, and the last thing that I forgot to say, the oldest sibling has a pretty big walk-in closet, And all the siblings and the parents also have a pretty big closet. So either it's the closets that came with Get Together, or it's something that I did kind of customize. My favorite one is probably the one for the brother. I really like it and I hope you will like it too. But yeah, I wanted the house to look pretty luxurious and I wanted each person to have a pretty big closet. So the parents have one in their bedroom and in the bathroom. I felt like maybe one of the two could have the one that is in the bedroom and the other one in the bathroom. So they would have separated clothes, if that makes sense. And yeah, now I'm pretty sure I said everything about the build. As you can see, we are doing the suite, I'm not sure how to say that, of the oldest sibling. And I really like what I did for the bed with all the mirrors behind. I feel like it looks super good. She will probably be a teen, and same for the brother. I feel like they could be a little bit older than the youngest, and so that's why they don't have any toys or anything that is more childish in their bedrooms. Next week, I'm not sure what is going to be in my next video. Right now I already started a build like I was talking about at the beginning of the video. I have a modern penthouse that I'm doing. It's a pretty big one. It has 4 floors, so I'm not sure if I will be able to finish it. Probably, but I also have another project. You probably already know if you are following me on Instagram, but we are doing an Instagram Decides My Build video. If you don't really know what it is, I doubt it, but I will still explain a little. I decided to make some polls in my stories and people would vote for their favorite options. I did it in 3 different rounds. The first one, I think I had only 3 questions. The first one was, should I do a modern mansion or a very big chalet that is very luxurious? And people chose the chalet. And we chose the 50 by 50 lot, so it's going to be a pretty big build. And other than that, I think they decided 3 to 5 bedrooms. Then for the second round, we chose a style that would be chalet or cottage. And that's pretty much all the infos that I have for now. Anyway, I don't want to say too much, so you will kind of have a surprise if you didn't vote. And I can't wait for you to see what I have in mind. I hope you will like what I will do. I think it's gonna be a very nice build, and I never did a cottage that would be that big. I'm planning to do something pretty cool and luxurious. And the last question that I asked to the people following me on Instagram, I guess I could say it here, it was, what is some specific feature that you would like to have in this build? And I received a lot of different things. For example, a sauna, a hot tub, and very specific things that I think I'm gonna be able to include for the most part. And yeah, it's just gonna be a very big chalet with a lot of activities for your Sims. And you could place it as a rental, I guess, but it's gonna be for a family. And honestly, I can't wait to get started on this project. I already saved a few inspiration pictures on Pinterest, and I'm not sure yet what I will do exactly, but I will probably do a plan to be sure I can include everything or almost everything that you guys requested on Instagram. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap things up now, and I hope you will enjoy the screenshot and you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on social medias. All the links will be down in the description. And of course, you can download this build on the gallery. My ID is KamilaYtb. So thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all an amazing day. Bye!